Greetings, my dark followers, and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade, Episode 10. We finally rolled over into the big double digits. For all of you who have joined me thus far in this first unstable step of my journey to infamy and dark power, I thank you. Now, back to the game. Last time, I ran around doing a bunch of short but entertaining tasks, clearing out some riffraff, introducing myself to the local Russian mafia, pillaged an apartment or three, fun stuff to distract me from the impending important jobs waiting for me. So with all of that out of the way, it's about time I actually did get back to that. But before we do that, there are a couple of small things I want to get out of the way. Firstly, upon reviewing my inventory, I realized that I had misread one of the training books I found. My brawling skill is in fact too low, not too high. So we're going to fix that right now. There we are. And get a nice little boost to our unarmed skill. There we are. So maybe we can feed in combat without looking like a complete idiot from time to time. And with that done, I'm going to pop back to Santa Monica for a bit to check on my email and make sure my freshly acquired minion hasn't derped out like every other ghoul I've met and, I don't know, redecorated the walls in human skin or started kidnapping homeless for blood sacrifices or something. As amusing as that would be, I'm not really looking for that kind of heat yet. The travel map. Here we are. Apartments, 13, alright, G. Mail. Honey, I'm home.
I'm so glad you're back. I've been waiting here just like you asked. Your place is, nice.
No, not really. I didn't decorate it personally, so you know.
Is there something I can do for you? Anything. Just ask.
There's something that you should know before we go on.
Oh. Are you married? Is that why you don't want me around?
No, you survived because of my blood. I am a vampire, a creature of the night, master of darkness. You are bound to me.
What? You're joking, right? That's like slang for something like catcher or some fetish term, right? Not like a blah, blah, vampire.
Woman, do you see my face? Don't you understand? I've chosen you. You should feel honored, mortal.
No, there's no such thing. This isn't funny anymore.
Don't worry, my sweet pet. I will protect you. I will make you feel incredible.
You will. I do love you so much. Whatever you are. I don't care. I just want to be with you.
Good, because if you ran away right now, I'd have to kill you.
What can I do to show my appreciation?
Tell me a little about yourself.
Me? I'm not so special, you know? I go to college. I'm majoring in fashion design. I think I'm pretty creative. I just started school a year late because my parents died. Car crash. I didn't really have anyone special in my life until you came along.
I see. Well, that life is over now. You belong to me. Always remember this.
I understand.
Good. Do you have any money on you?
Here, that's all I've got.
I suppose it will do for now.
Anything I can do for you?
Yes, about your appearance, you look a bit, I don't know, frumpy. Change it.
Okay.
Good. When I get back, I hope for a pleasant surprise. Perhaps something dark and gothic. Now, 2 emails for me. Repaid favors. By Mercurio. Stop by my apartment when you get the chance, and I'll set you up. From subject, don't touch the butter. From Brock Fu at Silly Little Puppy. Don't touch the butter. The new extreme sport that's sweeping the nation is now on a limited edition DVD. Watch superstars Iron Will McMahon, Brock Dry Hands Hans, and Margarine Mike Davenport as they use every bit of restraint in their body to not touch the butter. 1 bowl of butter, 2 contestants, 3 judges, and a hell of a lot of willpower. To order, log on to www.don'ttouchthebutter.btm. Well, that sounds absolutely fascinating, but I think I'm going to go talk to Mercurio and see what special crap he's got for me. Hopefully, unlike Fat Larry, he actually has new stock. Or perhaps that favor will work out in time and he'll come up with something later. Let's see. Mercury, my man.
I can do for you tonight?
I got some equipment. What you got for me? Ah, and you're just as disappointing as Fat Larry. Ah. Oh well. Alright. Nothing particularly crazy going on at home, so let's go... What the heck was we supposed to do for LaCroix anyways? Oh yeah, we'll go find the Malkavian Primarch and see where he's hiding. Let's see. Looking for him at his mansion on the outskirts of town. Perhaps I can get there through the sewers. Ah, excellent. Well, hello there, Nines.
You? What are you doing here?
Yo, Nines, what's up?
Out now.
Wait, what? What, are you looking into the Grout's disappearance too?
You should get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
Maybe for you, but for a badass like me. Yeah, you just saunter on away. I'll take care of everything. Someone really needs to mow this lawn. Alright, in through the front door, it seems. I'm digging the spooky Victorian house kind of thing. Oh, a little rat friend. Might as well top off. You alright, ma'am? You, okay. I'll just leave you. Is there a party going on that I wasn't told about? That is a lot of clocks. Oh, whoa. Okay, it's that kind of party, is it? I can handle that. Ah, come on. Punks. So that's how it's gonna be, is it? Alrighty then. I can play it that way. In fact, I rather prefer to.
It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular, of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
Quite the sophisticated vampire. Well, you know what they say. A Freudian slip is when you say one thing, but mean your mother. Now, you're easily amused. Fortunately, so am I. What have we here? Ooh. What are you? Squiggly little thing. You need a research skill of at least 2 to identify this item. Do I not? Scholarship. I have research of 5. Oh, whatever. Ah, there we are. Weak Pog Thistle. This petrified reed was not meant to fall into the hands of the damned, but vampires can benefit from its shamanistic magic all the same. Increases defense by 1 point. Yeah, we can't go wrong with more defense. What have we here? Perception at once shapes the mind and rules over time. Time, however, erodes human perception, and then in turn warps the mind. The mind is capricious, having various effects on perception, time and the mind itself. With harmony, progress is made. Alright, so we have a puzzle to figure out here. Alright, so perception alters mind and time. Time alters perception and warps the mind. Mind has an effect. Well, let's just fiddle around with it and see what happens, shall we? That will be the mind. Well, that was rather simple. Yes, that was completely intentional. I'm just a genius, I guess. Can we go up here? No, not yet. Alright. Ah, another recording.
Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized, like a newborn babe discovering the sky. I shall still find test subjects as surely as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
More's the pity. Can you not see I am trying to murder someone? Wait your turn. This almost makes it too easy. Sort of takes the fun out of it. Locked. 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 What about you? Huh? Don't worry. I'll send you to join him. Yes, it's... Actually, let's keep that open in case I need to abscond quickly. Ugh. Crazy blood is still blood. More recordings.
Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end that dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess in there.
Just chilling out there, bud.
My studies proceed at a languid pace. I'm mired in a foul ennui as my wife's illness advances. My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but I cannot pull myself back from this black depression. How many nights I've wasted now, gazing from the tower walk, pondering the frailty of existence.
What are you, 15? Go write some emo poetry. I swear to God, if any freaking ghosts show up in this crap. I've had enough of ghosts. Pardon me. Don't be sad. I'm an equal opportunity murderer. Wow. Quite the lunge you've got. And you brought your friends. Excuse me, ladies. I believe he was first. That door's locked. Ah, made our way back here. And that is also locked. What have we here? Another recording.
After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no means mine alone. Indeed, the city is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact. They are an understandably standoffish sort, by and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism, which apparently comes in a multitude of strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy. Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a Turk balk for its strictures. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure.
A cure? Who would want to fix this? Look at this hotness. Some sort of trick to this room, apparently. Perhaps I can break the glass? No? Ah, here we are. Shh, shh. No more laughing. It's nappy time. You stop that. Yeah, that's quite the interesting hatch. Chaos, like the mind, can be understood only through the scientific process. Order, however, is only as good as the perception thereof. Time is the key that links the two and bears witness to their ebb and flow. Another puzzle. Chaos, mind, order, perception, and time. Chaos. Balance. Okay, so let's see. Chaos, mind, order, perception, time, key. Let's try this. Chaos. Mind. Chaos, mind, order. Ah. Easier than I thought. Let's see what this recording has to say first.
I have accepted the role of primogen for Clan Malkavian, the dreadfully winsome label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old. More poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter, for I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening. Their intelligence is not the question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of language these vampire leaders chose for their siren song. Whether it is born of habit, from addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the providence of empirical reason that must be an all-pervasive theme in this society of darkest night. Damn it all, now I'm doing it too.
Come on, Doctor, have a little fun. It's entertaining to talk like an old-fashioned vampire every now and then. Now then, where was the bookcase that opened up? Ah, there it is. Ooh, are we getting down into the dungeon? Ooh, some nice mad science every now and then, huh? Yeah, let's see if we can't get through here without frying ourselves. What have we here? Another artifact. Tarl Fang. This heavy fang could only have belonged to a ferocious predatory beast. You feel at ease knowing there's one less of those in the world. Decreases your chance to frenzy. Not sure I want that. There we are. Unlocked Grout's inner sanctum. Now, which way was that? That's the entrance. Here, perhaps? Now, this does look new.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires, voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of the illness or theirs, for the voices are various and inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom to my vampiric peers, for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of self-preservation.
Oh, freaking Malkavians. Morphine. Blood buff. There we go. Aha. Why, yes, I will take all that blood, thank you. Anything else you got hiding in here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, back to the murdering. Quite a lot of you in here. Ah, quit it. Don't worry, ladies. There's enough of me to go around. Laboratory refrigerator key. Well, that's not particularly useful anymore. Probably refresh my blood in the next group. Come on, bro. Let's go. Come dance with me. My dear, you smell delicious. Just gonna sit there and watch them get their asses kicked, huh? Some gentleman you are. Another 1-5. What do we got here? Morphine. Oh dear, he seems to have attempted to meld the human with a door. That crazy bastard. Where's my epileptic seizure warning? Good grief. Don't worry, I'll save you from this terrible experiment. Ah. Hold still, you. Ah, yes, we're having much better success with that now. I know this is LA, but where did you find all of these crazy people? Ammunition, but I'm full on ammunition. What have we here? The mind is a maze, and mazes inspire minds. In the labyrinth beyond this door, reactions of test subjects to the weirdest environments can be studied easily with that vampiric invisibility power of mine. Ooh, is it funhouse time? Oh boy. Yep, shit's gonna get weird from here on out, yo. Could you get in? Go down, please. Thank you. Freaking Malkavians. It's like down we go. Doggone it. Whoa. Is that sunlight? Oh. Oh boy. Nothing. Can't push these around. Now that's just mean. Yeah, let's not go stick our hand in the cookie jar. Well, maybe it won't instantly kill us. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, yeah, we can hop in and out of there real quick. There we go. And there's something on the ground too. Let's blood heal a little bit first. Come here. Got it. Driver's license. What does this have on it? California driver's license. Name of the license is Kent Allen Ryan. It doesn't ring a bell. Oh, yeah, that stings a bit. Wait, Kent. Wasn't that the name of the vampire Paddy was a ghoul of? What the heck? That doesn't do anything. Can't fiddle with the phone. Did I change something in the room? Is it done a timer? Ugh. Let's go. Come on. Oh, hello. Don't worry, orderlies. I've had my medicine today already. But I could use a little shot. Is this the creepy mannequin section? Wonderful. Morphine.
They're coming.
John, is that you? Get out of those walls. Hi. Just don't mind me. Ugh. What, do you all want a high five or something? Phone? I really don't like phones at this point, you know.
Wishes and words brown from the same sea.
You don't say. Right. Right. Would you stop doing that? Can't get through the door.
Stop doing that.
You stop doing that.
Mother shan't be too pleased. None too pleased.
Well, you tell her she's a bitch. Oh, finally. Punk. Famous doctor dies in accident. 28 February 1915. The unrecognizable corpse of renowned shrink Dr. Alistar Grout was found in his burning car as it crashed into the Hollywood Hills today. Ah, the old switcheroo with a burned up body, eh? Would have thought someone of your intellect would be a little more creative than that, Doctor. Loyal servant, but now the victim of his growing mistrust. The fractured surface of his paranoia hearing the screams before these walls. Something has happened, something unnameable. The beginnings of a harrowing madness that I surely will not... Well, it would seem being a genius doesn't protect you from the Malkavian curse.
I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the Vampire Society entirely. My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could no longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my vampire peers, especially not around him. The voices compelled me to make what I fear is a Faustian bargain, but I had to, for their demands are constant and merciless. I have secluded myself within the mansion. I know he will strike out at me. He will go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows it, I know. I have taken precautions to protect my beloved wife. Her cure will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted corridors of my psyche, dark whisperings of a macabre and formless menace, the approach of which portends an end to all of this.
So much for a man of science. Talking to me, punk?
The voices have increased in frequency and direction of late. They have begun to stay with me long after conversation has ceased and are serving as quite a distraction. I fear others are beginning to notice my preoccupation at the vampire gatherings. I am thinking again of the particular vampire of whom I spoke previously, who I dare not name for my growing fear. If the voices are to be believed, then my caution is warranted, for they speak of his blackest crimes, both past and future. More than once, I have seen the suspicion in his eyes and heard the distrust in his voice when speaking with me. The fear must register on my face, as it is all I can do in these moments to keep from crying out in chorus with the voices.
Emma Frost? It's getting all Mr. Freeze up in here. Hello. Oh yeah. Definitely getting that Mr. Freeze vibe. Guess that must be Grout. Whoa. What? That sounds distinctly bad. I'm not Grout. You already killed him.
Grout is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord.
Now you're starting to piss me off. Just wait until I get over there so we can sort this out in person.
As you burn, tell them it was Grünfeld Bach who sent your damned soul to that lake of fire. All agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the Archfiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
Sure, whatever. This is just what I need. Can we go out this way? Wonderful. Oh. What? Holy crap. Oh boy, they're setting me on fire. That's not particularly great. Might be time for some judicious use of buckshot to enforce some personal space. Nope, nope, not that way. Have a seat.
Freeze!
Ow! Stop it! Go away. Back! Back, I say!
Freeze!
Thought I had pretty well cleared this place out, but I guess not. Out the window. Dramatic action hero style. Hoo-ah! Like a badass. Frickin' vampire hunters. Yep, let's go tell LaCroix. I think he was an F. Infantry Tower 6. F, yes. Did you miss me, buddy? Yeah, I missed you too. Sup,
The primogens
boss?
still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you were not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
Yeah, about that. First of all, Grout no longer exists.
Grout's dead. What?
Yeah, and this guy Bach set his house on fire, tried to kill me, crazy priest.
Bach! Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Bach killed Grout to draw me out.
Actually, Grout was already dead when I got there. And he got there too.
Bach is a hunter. They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god. But like many mortals, their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
On the way in, I saw Nines.
Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead? Do you really have any idea?
No, and I'm not sure it was Nines either. Something was weird.
It means, under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the anarchs of this city may interpret such an action to be a declaration of war. I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Ankaran sarcophagus, and I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this city, we need to place the sarcophagus under Camarilla protection until its contents can be confirmed.
This is my surprised face.
I can be a bit harsh at times, but you must remember, the responsibility of this city's kindred rests on my shoulders. So naturally, I cannot always be a patient man. But you have been of service, and it is appreciated. This also is very important, so I need to call upon your skill once more. The Ankaran sarcophagus was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago. I would like you to bring it back here for safekeeping.
Gladly.
The manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial we get the sarcophagus in our possession within the next few hours.
The sarcophagus is as good as here, my prince.
Here are the keys to the front door of the museum. The sarcophagus should be in an examination room of some sort. There's a small security staff on site, but I don't want a massacre. Mortals are just as easy to deceive as they are to kill.
Do you know who you're talking to? You remember how well last time you told me not to kill anyone? I have to prepare a few things first. Well, as the old saying goes, the reward for good work is more work. Yet another task handed down to us from LaCroix, but since we've promised to kiss his ass in order to get in good with him so we can act as a spy for the Anarchs, I guess we're going to be going to the museum next. But for now, we're out of time, so until then, my dark followers, farewell.